This is a video that I didn't know if I was going to make. And I've been thinking about this topic for a while, and I have not done a video on this in the 420 plus videos here on the channel. So this started back in late 2015 in October. I had too much free time on my hands. I wanted to make some extra money, and I heard about this Uber thing. I heard about it through friends. It wasn't even through advertising, through word of mouth. It was new to Pittsburgh. It was pretty new to the marketplace. And it was this platform where you could use your vehicle and, in essence, be a taxi driver and make money on the side. And from what I heard and the things that I did see, it seemed pretty good. So here I was, 2015, sitting around at points just wasting my weekends, and I thought, well, I can turn my free time and make some income. So I signed up for Uber. I get activated probably within 30 days, pretty quickly. And I heard about a competitor, Lyft, signed up for them really a month after, got activated, I think it was November, December of 2015. And things were really good. Really good. 2015, especially 2016, it was on fire in Pittsburgh. Living right by the University of Pittsburgh, taking ton, probably 90% students at the time. Duquesne, University of Pittsburgh, Carnegie Mellon University. I was through all of those universities all the time, nights and weekends. And this was when I was working a full-time customer service job. It got so good that I was driving upwards of 30 hours a week in addition to the full-time job. You're talking like a 70-hour work week just because the money was so good. I regularly saw $30, $40, $50, $60 an hour in gross revenue. Uber had what was called a surge platform back in the day, where it was a pay multiplier for drivers. It was a cost multiplier for passengers as well. I was making really good money. And I was talking to a lot of people about it. Weekends were extremely fun. Driving around students, being in the nightlife area, yes, with plenty of problems managing drunk students, but it was really good. The pay was great. So I did that for a couple of years and eventually made a very big move to here in San Diego. And I love it in San Diego. It's beautiful. But I didn't want to drive for these platforms just because I wasn't comfortable on the roads yet. I didn't really know even the major arteries and the freeways, let alone in particular areas in the market. So I didn't really drive. Well, Uber, and especially Uber, they change their platforms, as these companies do as years go by. And what they do is they rerun background checks. And as some of you guys may know, I was deactivated some time ago, over a year ago, from the Uber platform. That includes Uber Eats as well, which I really enjoyed delivering for Uber Eats. I didn't do too much of it, but I could no longer drive for Uber. So what happened when they reran the background check, there was a flag on my DMV reporting for a ticket back in 2011. That ticket was a reckless driving ticket. It was my only real ticket, and it was a mistake. It was a dumb mistake at the time. Again, we're talking 2011. Just a one lapse of judgment and really ego. It was ego at the time. So because of that, they deactivated me from Uber. Surprisingly, not from Lyft, but I definitely wanted to drive for Uber and Uber Eats. So nowadays, going to the Uber support center, initially when I went, they told me, yeah, well, you were activated, you drove for years. We have drivers coming in all the time because now we're running this for a lifetime report of your DMV report. So they said no major moving violations, nothing like that. So since you had that in 2011, you no longer can drive. And again, it doesn't really matter what you say. It's like, well, it was a 2011. It was a while ago, and I've been driving all this time. And even if you can tell them I'm activated on another platform, it doesn't matter. And I get that. It was a mistake. It was a dumb mistake. And I learned from that. One of the biggest things that I've learned now in my 30s, I'm 32, from my 20s, was not having an ego on the road that no one cares about. It was an ego thing of, whatever it is, whatever you may think on the road, right? And that's been big. Is nowadays, I could care less, what people do to me on the road. I'm driving in the right-hand lane for the most part, just chilling, and I don't have an ego on the road. So if you're driving out there, if you're on these platforms, please don't have an ego on the road. No one cares about it. I see it all the time. I heard a podcast recently that said there's been more aggression on the road because of this whole outbreak, because of quarantines. And when people are out, that's their only time out. And these aggressions and frustrations are coming out on the road. I'm kind of seeing it here in San Diego. Now, going forward, because I haven't driven for Uber in some time, I wanted to tell you guys. I am happy with where I'm at now. Very happy. As a 32-year-old, knowing who I am, what I want, and not letting ego be in the front driver of everything. It's so not healthy, and you may not even realize it, is a sense of entitlement or ego. It doesn't matter what you're doing, how much money you make, what you do, what car you drive. It's if you find yourself on the road or just in life with this ego, the best thing you can do is throw it away. It's so not healthy. And I am so happy now, and I'm excited to bring the next step of this channel to you guys soon, very soon, that is kind of growing from that. I'm excited for that. So I wanted to tell you guys what that infraction was in 2000, a stupid infraction in 2011. Just on a legal basis, it can be expunged on your record. Unfortunately, in PA, you have to get, I believe, a letter from an attorney written to the DMV to get that done. And obviously, getting an attorney to write that, it can be pretty costly. So I haven't done that. I'm still active on every other platform, pretty much, that's out there, except for Uber, really, because of that ticket in 2011. So I'm excited for the next chapter of this channel, moreover, because again, I don't let that weigh me down. It's been the only ticket, thankfully, I've had, a driving ticket, So I just want to let you guys know. I know there's been questions, speculations of why I was deactivated from Uber. And yeah, it's like, I don't dwell on it. It was a stupid mistake. No one was injured or anything. But I want to let you know. So whatever it is you're doing today, watching this video, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you being here. Every single one of you guys that's a part of this channel as it grows, big things are coming. Big changes, more strategies for you, more ways to just, again, not have the ego, be happy, make some money, and really just fulfill your success. That's what it's about. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm glad I made this video. It was a tough one to make. It was a tough one to make because I know there's going to be just haters and just people saying bad things. Again, it's guys, you can't let that stuff get to you. And I don't anymore. I don't. There's going to be people that thumbs down videos that say the rudest, hateful things that you'll never even see because I delete those comments. There's doubters, there's failures in life and just in general, but don't let it weigh you down. See you guys in the next one.